Hi guys, this is Ashley from TS Company _1 back with another reading. And this reading is going to be on Chris Brown and Ammika Harris, Chris Brown's first baby mother. And I'm also going to do a reading on Drake and Nebby. Okay, and Nebby is Drake's ex-girlfriend. So like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on post notifications, and this reading is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so let's see what's going on between Drake and Nebby first, okay? Because I just talked about Chris Brown. So let's see what's going on between Drake and Nebby. Ooh, okay, so we got the Three of Swords, which talks about kind of having third-party energy. And it looks as though, like, Drake always will hold a special place for Nebby in his heart. He does think about her often, and it looks as though they might have a few mutual friends. And those mutual friends run back between Drake and Nebby and tell them what each other are doing. So, you know, the mutual friend's going to go tell Drake what Nebby's doing, and they're also going to go tell Nebby what is Drake doing. So it looks as though there's a lot of third-party energy, which means that even though when Drake is in relationships with other people, he kind of does hold a special place for Nebby in his heart, which means he's always kind of thinking about her, and he kind of hopes in the future that they can kind of rekindle. Okay? The Two of Wands. This kind of talks about someone being patient and being stagnant. So she is in a relationship, I was told, but she's not 100% satisfied in that relationship. But she also is not satisfied with Drake. I don't know if he did cheat or whatnot, but it looks as though the energy I'm picking up is trust, and she doesn't 100% trust him. The King of Swords in reverse talks about immaturity. So it looks like she feels like he's very immature when it comes to having a relationship. I don't know why it ended. I know the relationship was years ago, but it looks as though, you know, she doesn't feel like he's mature enough to have a healthy relationship. And then the Five of Cups in reverse talks about loneliness. So like I said in my last reading with Drake, is that he's actively searching for someone to be with. He kind of knows that he's getting up there in age, and he kind of does want to settle down, but he's just having trouble finding the right girl to settle down with. It's really like in his head, like, am I ever going to find the one? Am I ever going to like fall in love? So he is actively searching, but he does hold a special place in Nebby's heart, and she holds a special place in his heart. But she doesn't really want to pursue a relationship with him because it looks like it might not have ended on the best terms. And it also looks like there was, you know, other women involved. Okay, so that's the energy I'm picking up. Okay, so let's see how Nebby's fiance or boyfriend feels about Drake. Nebby's fiance or boyfriend, whatever he is, how does he feel about Drake? Five of Swords in reverse. Doesn't trust Drake, doesn't want Drake around Nebby, doesn't want them to communicate, and doesn't look like they really have. I might pull some cards on that, but it looks like he doesn't want Drake to communicate with Nebby at all, to kind of wheel her in back into like the circus, into the ring or realm of girls that he has. The Six of Wands. He's kind of happy that Nebby walked away. Now, I don't know how Nebby met this new guy, but he does feel like his competition is Drake. Like, even though they may not communicate, he feels as though Drake does try to communicate with Nebby, and it feels as though it's probably between those people that go back and forth between Drake and Nebby, the mutual friends, okay? And then the Page of Pentacles in reverse. He really does want to marry, he wants to marry Nebby, but he feels like the relationship is kind of stagnant. Like, she's not 100% in the relationship. She might be 75%, 60%, but she's not 100% in the relationship. She's not fully over Drake. That's how he feels. She's not 100% fully over him. I don't know. I mean, if you're with someone for years and they're not over their ex, and it's been years since that relationship has been over, I would be a little worrisome too. Okay? So let's see. Oh wait, does Drake and Nebby communicate? I want to see if they communicate. That would be interesting. Does Drake and Nebby communicate? That would actually be kind of interesting. Does Drake and Nebby communicate? No, it doesn't look like they really communicate. The Ten of Pentacles talks about asking for advice. He tries to, but she doesn't really give him the time of day. It seems like he has to go through people to get to her. The Knight of Pentacles, if she did give him a chance again, he would try to change some of his ways. He would definitely try to change some of his ways. But it looks as though he tries to communicate with her. He does ask people for advice, but she doesn't really give him the time of day. She doesn't really trust him. She doesn't feel like he's going to be great of a fiance or somebody she can have a long-term relationship with. Let's see if they will rekindle in the future. Will Drake and Nebby rekindle in the future? Let's see. Will Drake and Nebby rekindle in the future? Let's see. Oh, well, we got the Ace of Wands, but it's in reverse. So that means that he's going to try to continue to reach out, but it looks like she's not going to take him up off his offer. And then the Eight of Swords talks about feeling trapped, and that's kind of how she feels. She feels trapped. Like, part of her really does want to see what the future holds for her and Drake, but she also doesn't want to waste any time. Okay? We got the Four of Pentacles. She's trying to work on her relationship that she has now with this new guy. Okay? And the Strength card in reverse talks about kind of feeling defeated, dissatisfied, and that's how Drake feels. He feels defeated, like, I'm putting all this energy into someone, or I'm continuing to extend an olive branch, and I'm getting the short end of the stick. So it doesn't look like, as of right now, she's open to extending the olive branch. I don't know if she blocked his number or something like that, but he has a hard time communicating with her. So he has to go through people. That's really weird. So hopefully maybe something can change in the next year or so, but it doesn't really look like that she's open to responding to Drake for whatever reason. I don't know why. Maybe she just has her guard up. So let's see Ammika and Chris Brown. What's going on between them? Because she unfollowed him. Ammika and Chris Brown. She unfollowed him. I think it's because of Karrueche. Let's see. Ammika and Chris Brown. The Tower card talks about a relationship not coming to fruition, falling apart. So this relationship was never going to last, it seemed like. I think I did a reading on Ammika maybe a few months ago. I don't remember. But it looks as though she has a hard time keeping him around for long periods of time. Like, he might be around for a few weeks, a couple days, but he gets bored easily. The Hermit card talks about hiding, being sneaky, being disconnected, and it seems as though Chris Brown is not 100% honest when it comes to Ammika, what he's telling her. Then we got the World card in reverse, which talks about being unsuccessful, not having things come into fruition. So Ammika really wants this relationship with Chris Brown to work. She feels as though she was always meant to be with him, but he doesn't feel that way about her, okay? And then the Hangman in reverse talks about kind of being left in the dust. And that's how she feels. She feels like when it comes to other women, he like brushes her aside. So it looks as though this relationship, even when they rekindle, is not going to be long term. It seems like he's good for a couple weeks, a couple days, and then he goes back to doing what he does with Chris Brown. And I said before, Chris Brown doesn't feel like he has to be faithful in a relationship because he's Chris Brown and so many women come after him. And a lot of rappers, R&B singers feel that way. So it's nothing personal to Ammika. Let's see how Ammika feels about Karrueche. That would be interesting. How does Ammika feel about Karrueche? Karrueche Tran. How does Ammika feel about Karrueche Tran? Five in Pentacles talks about kind of feeling alone. She kind of feels like if there was any potential of Chris Brown getting back with Karrueche, he would like basically brush Ammika to the side. That's how she feels. She's hoping that they can never get back together. Eight of Wands in reverse talks about wanting freedom, but kind of also wanting to be able to be close to someone. So she does want her freedom to be able to do whatever she wants, but she also wants to be tied to Chris Brown. I don't know if she has any businesses or any business ventures, but she wants to be tied to Chris Brown. It's almost like she's been plotting on Chris Brown for a while, like for years. She always wanted to be with him. The Temperance card in reverse. This talks about patiently waiting, waiting for time to come to fruition, waiting for a moment. And it looks as though I heard she had an obsession with Karrueche, but it could be true. Okay, it looks like she's been waiting, and I mean waiting a long time to be with Chris Brown. Almost like she kind of mimic or tries to mimic Karrueche in what she does. Now, then the Seven of Cups talks about a bunch of women, a bunch of options, weighing your options. So Karrueche was just an option when Chris Brown first got with her, but he started to realize that he really was deeply in love with her. And it seems as though Ammika tried to mirror Karrueche, but she ended up getting the short end of the stick because Chris Brown still has feelings for Karrueche. So she's kind of jealous in that area. Like she's kind of jealous that Karrueche will always have a special place in Chris Brown's heart. That's what it's coming off like. She kind of feels jealous. And she does have a little bit of an obsession with Karrueche. I heard that she wasn't 100% black, but I don't know. So like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. And these readings were strictly for entertainment purposes only. Okay? Have a great day.